I'm really grateful for the beautiful treatment, Reverend Diane, and for the beautiful, amazing Amy and Jeremy. Thank you. They've been here with us since, I think, 2014. We were in the hotel and they were here. And that's a miracle in itself, that we're still all here together. Magical. This place is magical. And, when we think of magic, maybe we think about, magicians who pull things out of hats and it looks really cool and we don't know how it happened. And then they never told us how it happened because they never tell their secrets, right? But the good news about the magic that we're talking about is that it's not a secret. And we're very happy to share it, to share it with each other and for me to share it right here and right now today. So, magic is the science of mind teaching in that what magic is to me is that there's an energy and a power and a light and a love and an infinite intelligence that you can call it God, you can call it what you want, but it's moving and living and breathing each and every one of us in every single moment. We believe that there is no separation between us and that energy and that power. The only separation would be how high we want to turn up the volume of it and how we want to live our lives from that place. How much can we expand? How much can we amplify the power that's within us, which is pure love. That's what it is. And so what's magical about that? Well, for me, it's like, if I really truly believe that, and I really truly live my life from that place, then anything is possible. Anything is possible. It's unlimited potential. Anything is possible in any moment. And for me, it takes like 3 things that I have to do. One of them is I have to be clear. And I'm not always clear. Like, we're not always clear on what we want. One of the biggest questions we would ask somebody when they're in a session with us is, what do you want? And so many times people can't answer that question because they're all over the place with it and they don't know. And then we help them to clarify that by asking questions. So it's like, what do you want? Are you clear on what you want? When we came to the island, we were clear that we were going to start a ministry here. We were going to start a center here. And then everything unfolded from that place because we kept that in our minds, we kept that in our hearts, and we understood that the power and the presence of this energy, when you put your mind to it, it will manifest. It has to manifest. We're manifesting in every single solitary moment. You might not think you are, but you are. The life that you're looking at right now is like we discussed in our class, it's your movie. It's the movie you created. And one of the things that's important to know is that you've even cast all the characters in it. You've done it all, as we learned in that class. And so it's your manifestation. So if you want a different manifestation, it's not magic. That's magical thinking. Sometimes we get accused of magical thinking, which is like, oh, well, we could just think something and it's going to appear. Well, unless we're Sai Baba, which I don't know a lot about him, but I do know that he did do those things. But more than likely, he did those things because he was practiced in keeping his mind focused, and he understood the powers and the laws of the universe to such an extent that he could manifest instantaneously. Most of us are not at that point. I mean, if there's somebody in this room that can do that, I'm so grateful. Come talk to me later because I want to learn from you. But I believe, though, what's happening now in the world, and as the world shifts and changes and different things fall apart, and it doesn't look really pretty in some ways, but there's something else happening beneath it. And what I've noticed is manifestation happens faster now. If you've noticed, when you think something, if you have a lot of feeling behind that thought, it's going to manifest pretty quickly now. And that's because the energies on the earth are changing, they're shifting. There's more people that are waking up. And a lot of things are breaking apart because that's what has to happen in order for this awakening, for this shift in energy. So focusing and being clear is one of the things. And then, expanding your thinking, like thinking beyond what you're seeing outside, what you're seeing in front of you, because nothing's created from what you're seeing. It's created from moving into the invisible, moving your attention and your awareness to a higher realm of vibration. That's where it's coming from. So if you feel like your life isn't where you want it to be, then that's the point where you need to like spend the time awakening your imagination. Your imagination is powerful, and expanding what's possible, like not getting trapped in paradigms that don't serve you. Paradigms that say, oh, it can only be this way, or, this is the way I did it last time, or this is the kind of person I am, and therefore, I don't know what you're talking about, but that's just the way it is. No, it's not just the way it is. It's the way it is because you chose it to be the way it is. This is what, when I first came to this teaching, it felt so good to wake up to that. To know that I did not have to like relegate my power and my thoughts and my beliefs to some outside thing that was going to tell me how I could live my life. That I could actually take responsibility for that and understand that if things were not happening the way I wanted them to happen, that I could just think higher. I could go higher, and I could go higher, and I could stay disciplined in going higher. And it works. It really works. The only thing I invite you to do is to try it if you haven't already. To try it, to meditate, to do your form of prayer, whatever that is. We do spiritual mind treatment is just praying the solution. It's already here. We're just accepting it and allowing it. And to allow yourself every day, no matter what is happening, to know that there's a higher road. There's something here to learn. We have the saying, not a saying, but an actual belief that we have, some of us, is that my life is always unfolding perfectly, no matter what. I have to believe that that's the truth. No matter what it looks like on the outside, my life is still unfolding perfectly. And if I need to change something, if I need to have a new belief about it, then that's up to me. But it's there for me because there's something I need to know. It's my mirror. Life is a mirror, and it reflects back to us what we're thinking into it. So, yes, that, and then, action. That's the biggest thing, right? Action. Because if we don't really believe it, we're probably not going to take action. We're probably going to be in the place of I'm thinking about it, but maybe, it's not possible, or maybe I don't want to do that, I'll do it tomorrow, or whatever we're thinking. But it takes a lot of courage to take action on something that might only seem like an idea or something in the invisible that you haven't like really seen in the outside world. You've just are thinking about it and dreaming about it. Well, I'm going to tell you that this is not a torturous universe. This is a universe of love and light. And if there's a dream in your heart for something, it's there for a reason. It's there for you to take action on it. It's there for you to live, to express it, to amplify it, to give it out. The best that we could do for this world right now is to be everything that we can be, and to be loving, and to be compassionate, and to stand for, not for a political figure, but for what we know is truth, unity, freedom, love, compassion, all these things that are our innate right as divine beings, as expressions of this most high power, which is, it's just moving us all the time, and we're given free choice. We're given volition. We're given those. We're not like robots that get to like follow something and never think for ourselves. We are here to think for ourselves and to have the highest thoughts that we can have for ourselves, for our loved ones, for this planet, for all of it, and then to put it into action. So for me, that's magic, because we know that, have you ever had something where you were thinking about something really a lot, and you were doing some work behind it, and then all of a sudden it just turned around and it happened? That's the power of your thought. That's the power of your belief. That's the power of staying focused on something. And we don't want it to go the other way, right? And also not to live in fear, like fear of things happening or whatever. To live to the higher truth, to know that we deserve everything. We deserve to have beautiful lives. We deserve to manifest whatever it is, things and experiences and people and relationships and abundance and all of these things. It's what we're here for, is to do that and then to share it. And the best sharing we can do is by being examples. And to me, that's magical. And we don't really see it sometimes because, like I said, we're looking at the outside and we have beliefs and paradigms that seem hard to change, right? I was just talking to somebody the other day, and it was about like the belief that this wasn't possible for him. And as soon as he got that, he opened up to the unlimited possibility that what was possible for him. So, you know that legend? It's a legend too, because I looked it up. The one that they talk about, the indigenous people were standing on the shore and the ships were coming at them and they didn't see them because they had never seen a ship before. It's not a true story, but it makes a point. And the point is that we have paradigms, and something could be right in front of us and we won't see it if we don't open our mind to possibilities. I know I've done it myself. I've walked that Kaua'i path a million times, and there's times when I walk it when I just go, oh, I never saw that house before, or I never saw that before. And then it's because when we're awake, when we're aware, when we're walking awake and aware in unlimited possibility, then we get the opportunity to have things that we never thought were possible before. And I think that that's what's happening right now. The world is changing, and we're changing, and we're very powerful, and we're getting into that area where we need to remember that. And that's what this whole philosophy is about. Remember who you are. Remember who you are. So I can't think of anything more magical than that. So I would just ask you, do you believe in magic? And so it is.
So it is.